So Peacemaker Season 2 has officially ended. So with that, I'm going to do a spoiler review of Episode 8 and kind of my overall thoughts on the show. I made a video previously talking about Episodes 1 through 6. So now this video is mainly going to be focused on Episodes 7 and 8. But really getting into it, I thought, just as a whole, with the huge cliffhanger the season ends on, I thought it was really good, where the scope of the show, you could tell already, was going to be way larger. I mean, it's the second project into the DCU, number one. Number two, James Gunn has said that this is going to lead into other projects and set up a lot of different things, and this one certainly does that by its ending and just little things throughout the show, building out the multiverse element and building out Peacemaker a little more, building out Lex Luthor obviously not being in Belle Reve anymore, now working with Flag, and what effect that's going to have when we go into the next Superman movie and see what's happening there. And even though the scope of the show did feel way larger, it was still able to keep a really good emotional through line and not lose sight of our main crew of characters that we grew to love in season 1, because when they dropped the first 2 episodes of season 2, I was kind of worried that since the scope of the show would be a lot bigger, it would lose sight of our main characters trying to go into all the multiverse elements and all that. But no, it's actually able to do a really good job exploring the multiverse, exploring the larger elements, building up other stories and kind of hinting at those. They also do a great job building out our characters and their relationships. And it makes me very excited for where they leave things, to where even if there is a season 3, we'll probably see them in other DCU projects down the road. Whether it is the next Superman film, obviously, where they have that new world full of metahumans, which is obviously going to entail Superman. Whether bringing him in, maybe he works with Peacemaker or something, which I don't know how that would work, where, Superman's like this big IP and who's can appeal to like children through adulthood. Then you have Peacemaker, who can't really do that, So I don't know. I think it's very interesting what they set up though, and I think mostly the ending of the season will age, depending on how they handle that ending in future projects. But mainly, yes, I was pretty concerned about the larger scale, but I think they definitely stuck the landing, being able to focus on the big multiverse elements and exploring that, and exploring the different worlds and what that entails. Obviously, we had the Earth X and everything, while also not losing sight of the core characters and their relationships. And yeah, so that basically covers my thoughts. Again, I talked about most of my thoughts, episodes 1 through 6, where I had like a whole lot of thoughts on. I covered in a video like about 2 weeks ago. So if you want all my thoughts on that, you can go check out that video. So all things considered, I thought it was really good. And when I first finished the season 2, I was like, that's it. But then after thinking about it, I definitely see the vision that James Gunn is building out, which was to build up a lot of different things, but at the same time, he wanted to focus on our main characters, which I thought he did a great job of. As you see Chris going to Earth X, as he finds this family that he never had before, but then he figures out that Earth X is a really bad world, because obviously the Nazis won World War II and everybody's a Nazi and all that stuff. So then having to leave that world, having to see his brother get beaten to death, even though his brother's a really bad person in that universe, nonetheless, he can't bear to see his brother go again. And then, yeah, so just a great draw all around. I was a little bit cautious, again, because season 1 felt pretty small scale, just focusing on our team of characters on this mission. But here, I was like a little bit concerned with a much larger scale, but it stuck to my hand. It did a good job. And yeah, that really covers my thoughts on season 2 of Peacemaker. If you enjoyed this video or need my other content, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.